Ooh, welcome everyone to another episode of Slasher Scotty. I am your host, Scotty McCoy, and boy, do I have a surprise for all of you. I have my third interview tonight and the third returning guest on my show. It is Christina Krakowski, and she will be playing Alex Romero in the upcoming Wolf Hollow film, which is being done by the amazing and talented Mark Cantu. How you doing, Christina?
I'm doing great. How are you, Scotty?
I am doing good. I'm exhausted, but I'm doing good. Before we started recording, I told you 3 interviews. I'm exhausted. I have 3 tomorrow. I had to really jam-pack them in with starting grad school up, and I really needed to, and with my laptop crashing, I had to get everybody that I had scheduled all in at once.
Yeah, definitely chaotic.
Yeah, for sure. But I love helping everybody out. Love helping you guys out. Mark's a good friend, so I definitely want to help him out and get this out. And before we get into the first official question, I have to ask, Alex Romero, is that a George A. Romero nod?
That I believe would be a nod. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I know I had you on before. For people that may have seen the interview but might not remember exactly how you got your start into acting, or for people that may have not seen that, fill everybody in. Let us know, how did you get your start into being an actress?
So actually, originally I was going for graphic design. I wanted to be a comic book creator.
Nice.
Um, and the college I was attending ended up shutting down. And I really liked graphic design and all of, the creativity, but I wanted something a little more hands-on.
Mhm.
So I had tried acting in high school and really fell in love with it, but kind of lost touch. But after that happened with the college, I was like, okay, I'm going to try it again. So I ended up going and training at a private studio here in Pittsburgh for about 2.5 years, and did some film competitions and met Mark actually, and that's how I got into Massacre. And then
Nice.
from there, we decided to make another movie.
Absolutely. So I'm assuming that's how you got involved with Wolf Hollow, just from working with them in Massacre Academy.
Yes, that's correct.
Absolutely. So for those that are unaware, what is Wolf Hollow about? What can you tell us about this amazing movie?
Gosh, I gotta watch what I say. I'm known to be the one who gives the spoilers here. um,
Mark's
no,
probably
so
watching really
I
close.
know very closely, word for it now. Honestly, so Wolf Hollow is about a producer who is leading her crew on a location scout. And for those who aren't in the film world, know that's just where you go to decide if you're going to be filming at that location. So they decide to go check out a location, and there is a bit of a surprise waiting for them there. And I guess that's about all I can give without giving too much away.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's a really fun movie.
Awesome. Awesome. So your character's name is Alex Romero, as we mentioned earlier, and you said that it is a nod to George A. Romero. So what can you tell us about Alex? Like, who is she? What is she about? Like, well, I guess without giving too much away, but like, what can you tell us about her?
Absolutely. So I know Jess was on here too as well. So
Hmm.
I'm sure it was mentioned there's a bit of a rivalry. Words are hard. um, with me and her character, and her character's from the West Coast. Alex is from New York. She's stubborn. She's hard-headed, always thinking ahead. She likes things her way. She likes things, to be done, and just to stay on schedule. Hence why she's the producer to begin with. But she's a really dedicated friend, and definitely loyal, and in her own way.
Absolutely. So you said she's from New York. Did you do like a New York accent for the role?
a little a little bit on a couple words. The whole thing with Alex is she wants to be seen as this top dog. She
Hmm.
is a new producer. This is like her first project straight out of she went to NYU.
Hmm.
And so she is trying to just fit in. So
Hmm.
there's kind of a saying, and this isn't really giving too much away, but she tucks away her New York. She wants to seem presentable. Not that New York's not presentable. I got family from there, but they,
Right.
you have an attitude about things, and it's just a New York way, and it's a
Right.
mindset, and it's wonderful and it's great, but she's trying to hide that and conceal that, you know. So not too
Awesome.
much.
Awesome. Now I know I asked Jess this, and I feel bad. I can't remember exactly what she said, and I can't remember from the interviews I had last year with you and with Sierra. Oh,
Yeah.
2021 with you,
Yeah.
Sierra, and Jess. So I don't remember. It might be you. It might not be you. But I have to ask this anyways. Did anything similar happen to the elevator story?
Yes, that was me and Sierra.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Um, might have been a couple people left in the woods, but it was a whole new environment, and I no controversy, no drama, which was wonderful in the sense of elevators and people getting left behind. No, that was a great story, and I absolutely tell it all the time.
Nice. So what was the hardest part, like, I guess, in bringing Alex Romero to life? Because she is this person from New York, but she's trying to like you said, tuck that away. So like,
Right.
what is hard, and like, I guess the hardest part in bringing this, I guess you could say, a complex character to life?
Yeah. Honestly, a lot of actors either work from the outside in or the inside out. And I think with Alex, I had to start on the inside with her and really find the roots of who she is, who she's trying to be, and who she's like portraying herself as.
Yeah.
Um, she definitely, like I said, is a very caring person, but she's tough and she's very straightforward. And she sometimes doesn't like to show a whole lot of emotion, but when she gets to her point, she does. So it was really about just developing her story, connecting to it, and just really diving deep to figure out who she really is.
Absolutely. So obviously Mark, helmed Massacre Academy, and obviously helmed this movie. So he's obviously a talented director. So we don't even need to
Absolutely.
ask how was he as a director. Like, it's obvious. Like, he's multi-talented, amazing, a great guy, just a great overall great human being. Regarding Massacre Academy, he directed you in that. How was he, I guess, different in directing you from movie to movie, from Massacre to Wolf?
So honestly, in some ways it was kind of night and day, and that just had to
Mhm.
do with my character. In Massacre Academy, I didn't have to pull as much range. I mean, there was definitely moments where there were certain emotions and things that, I had to navigate for that role, but this role was definitely a notch up. And I knew that going into it. Mark and I had many conversations of what this would really pull from me. And it was great. It was really nice. For certain scenes, there was a close set just because of how emotional things would be, which was very kind of him to allow that and allow me just to work on my process and allow me range with a lot of different things. I was on this project from the start. I remember he had millions of drafts, like tons of drafts, and I would go through each one and just see all of the amazing things he was bringing. So
Yeah.
it was really cool.
Awesome. You were the bitch in Massacre, right?
I know. So I was Sierra's character's friend. So I
Okay, that's
was
right.
yeah. Mhm.
That's right. Because
I can't say
I'm thinking of
anything.
Jess, Jess's character. She was the good
Yes,
girl in Massacre, and
she was,
she's the
and she's the
opposite
bitch
in
in
this
this
one.
one. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
Yes, because I know you were you're like the good one in this one, because you're, like you said, you're rivaling with Jess's
right.
character. And
Yes.
how was that? Like, how was it hard to act like that, like to be a rival with somebody, especially knowing your friends outside of obviously the
Right.
film world?
It was really interesting because Jess and I on Massacre, our characters got along, really well, and even just us as friends, like we're very close. So we just kind of joked about it the entire time, just knowing it was a little bit tough, but honestly, once the cameras are rolling, it was as if like we hated each other, and
Right.
that will really shine through as well.
Awesome. Yeah, it was like that adrenaline rush you get when once the
Right.
camera's rolling, you forget everything, you kind of lock into the role. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember because when I was interviewed Jess, and I'm sure you saw the interview, she wants to get booed. She wants people
Oh
to
yeah.
hate her guts in this
Hmm.
movie.
Yeah, and that's definitely gonna be a new side of her. People will see she really brought it. And it was very funny because again, she's a very nice person.
She
And
is.
to see her be such a bratty, awful character, it was insane.
And that's how you can tell when you're an amazing actress, is because if you could be the nicest human being, and you could obviously play nice characters, but when you have to totally do a 180 and play this really mean, like, horrible human being, like, and you can literally make people hate you, that's a whole new level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and speaking of Jess, she threw this out. I had to mention this, and I'm sure you heard of this. Mark absolutely, I guess, hates this idea, but Jess had the idea of werewolves on motorcycles as a sequel.
Yes.
What do you think about this? Where's your
Oh my
stance?
goodness. This was like the controversy on set. Was we were all trying to pitch ideas. Um, that is hilarious. I think it is so funny that she ended up bringing that up. I love that. We all just had different ideas, and we would take turns pitching them on set to Mark. And he was definitely tired by the end of production of hearing all of our ideas.
Mhm.
I liked her idea. I had my own idea for a spinoff. I
Let's
can't
hear
give
it.
too much away because it does give a little bit of character survival, and things like that. But I definitely can see Alex, if she lives or dies, either coming back or going on to be a werewolf hunter or just a
Nice,
supernatural hunter going after these creatures. That's where I want
nice.
her story to go. There's a certain person I want her to do that with. Um, so I'm sure
Nice.
the pieces will be put together whenever the movie comes out. But
Absolutely. Yeah, that'll be great. And I can only imagine Mark's face when Jess just threw that
oh,
idea
I know, yes. With all of our ideas, he was like, "Uh-huh, yeah, sure, yeah."
I can hear it. Right in his tone of his voice. I could hear him like straight in my head how he would just sound just like that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Um, regarding the werewolf, that costume that I saw is freaking beautiful. It's like, oh my
Hmm.
gosh, it's beautiful.
Oh my
What was
gosh.
it? And I mean, I guess we can't. I mean, it's not really a spoiler, but I'm
Mm,
assuming you're gonna encounter this werewolf at some point. I mean, what would be the point of the movie if you're not gonna see the
exactly.
werewolf? The whole group is probably gonna see the werewolf. Whether you live or die, that's irrelevant. But what was it like
Right.
working with the actor underneath the costume? Like, what was it like seeing that costume in front of you, and working with it?
It was awesome. I worked with the actor who was in the costume before, so we had a really great connection already on like
Nice.
working through things. And it's funny because I'm not a very tall person. I'm 5'1", 5'2" on a good day, and so that wolf suit was like 7, 8 feet, and so there is a frightening difference in height, and I think that'll be very jolting on camera to see that
Yeah.
difference. um but the suit, absolutely beautiful. We had two suits, and it was like, I remember when they came in and I saw it for this time, I was like, oh, this is good. This is
Yeah.
like insanely good.
Absolutely. So if you said it was 7 or 8 foot, I'm assuming he wore some type of like lifts or
There,
heighten them.
yeah, there was like platform shoes, I
Okay.
think, with this suit, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
to add that height.
Okay.
Um, but again, yeah, it was insane.
That's awesome. Yeah, I want to really dive in depth and detail with Mark on that. Like I said, Monday is my last day of interviews for the month. I'm gonna start grad school on Tuesday, and then I kind of want to.
Congrats.
Thank you. I kind of want to just like see what my schedule is gonna be like, because I'll be doing a full-time job, two part-time jobs, and school.
That's a
So it's gonna
lot. Oh
be
my
very
goodness.
crazy. So I want to see how my schedule is gonna go and kind of see how the rest of the month goes before I start going into interviews. And I probably won't be doing as many going forward, and as the semester goes on, depending. I'm only taking 2 classes, so it's not going to be that bad. But
Mm,
I still want to see like how my schedule is. But I want to have Mark on, really dive in deep about the costume and everything, because I had him on last year around this time talking about it, because the movie obviously wasn't made yet. It wasn't even started. It was still in pre.
right.
So we talked a little bit about it, but now that you got to use the costume, I want to talk about it really in depth and like really go into detail about how like any struggles that happened or any how it was using it and working with it and all that. But I think
Hmm.
that's going to be great. And the movie is done,
Hmm.
obviously, and the premiere is coming up. So can you tell us about the premiere? For anybody that wants to see the premiere, where they can see it, where they can get tickets, and how they can be a part of the fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So the premiere is April 1st,
Mhm.
and it is at the Hollywood Theater here in Pittsburgh, PA, specifically Dormont. Tickets, I believe, are on sale online. You can probably just find it at Eventbrite Wolf Hollow.
Okay.
I know they're being sold through Eventbrite on Facebook on the Wolf Hollow page. You can definitely find them there.
Awesome. Sounds good. So you heard it, everybody. April 1st, which
Yes.
means it's not an April Fool's joke. It is
No,
April
it is
1st.
not a joke. This is the real deal.
The real deal. So you might maybe you will get joked, maybe there will be a prank or two played on one of the cast members. Who knows? But
Yeah, never
I mean, who
know.
knows knowing with that, group of fine folk. But it'll be exciting. It's been great having you. The last question I do got for you, anything at all that you would like to promote, any other projects, social media accounts, websites, IMDb, anything at all to promote to the listening viewing audience?
Yeah, awesome. So always looking for roles for acting, which is incredible. And I do have a couple in the works that I'm still working out. I took a little bit of a step back from acting after Wolf and I started writing.
Okay.
Um, and last year I did my first short that I directed, wrote, and starred in. I've been exploring the other sides of the camera as well, which has been really awesome. So hopefully a few more projects will be coming from that. I have a proof of concept in the work and a couple shorts. So yeah,
Awesome.
there's a lot going on. To stay updated, you could just follow me on Instagram, which is just at Christina Krakowski, and same on TikTok, same tag. So if you're ever curious.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan. So before I let you go, I'll do my little spiel of promoting all the stuff going on here. So if you're watching this interview on YouTube, make sure to slash that subscribe button and like, comment, all that fun stuff, share on social media. If you're listening to the audio version on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other podcasting platforms out there, be sure to rate, like, comment, whatever you do on there, so share on social media. I'm now monetized on Facebook for /Scotty. You can give me stars on there. I'm uploading all my interviews, 5 a day that I've ever done in alphabetical order, 5 a day. So make sure to check those out and give me stars if you would like to show your appreciation. You don't have to, but if you would like to and show your appreciation and help the channel grow, that's great. I'm also on Cameo, and Jess really liked this little spiel because she thought it was hilarious, and it was my test drive because I think it was the first time I said this, but it was great, and I say it all the time now. So you can book me on Cameo, and I'm only $5 on there, not that much. I'll do a happy anniversaries, happy birthdays. Your boyfriend or girlfriend might be, you don't want to be with them anymore. Well, that's
Oh my
okay.
God.
If you want, I'll break up with them for you if you're power to do it. So just let me know. I'll do it. I'll even drink hot sauce, take pies in the face. I'll do anything, but you got to book me first. Got the Ultimate Halloween Movie Experience, my book that I wrote, published by Bear Manor Media, forward from the Queen herself, Jamie Lee Curtis. These are the original artwork from the 1981 Halloween 2 on set from photographer Kim Gottlieb Walker, 16 original interviews, thousands of trivia questions, available wherever books are sold. And the last thing I got going on is my merchandise. My merchandiser is Virtual Merch Booths. Go to virtualmerchbooths.com and go to /Scotty there, and you can get shirts just like this, the signature /Scotty shirt. I have other designs as well, so make sure to get get any shirt that you would like on there if you would like. And that's all I got. But thank you, Christina. It's been awesome having you back
Thank
on.
you. Yes, I hope to reconnect soon. This has been
Absolutely. We'll
awesome.
definitely do this again. I'll definitely have you on again. I'm sure you'll be in another Mark Cantu movie. You're very talented. You're very
Thank
amazing.
you.
You're an amazing person. You're an amazing actress, and I see bright things for your future.
Oh, thank you. You too, Scotty.
You're welcome. Thank you. You have a great rest of your night.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.